What's up, guys? It's you, and welcome back to Push to Rank 500 in the NU tier. This is the third episode this week. I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite a while since I've recorded, but I have played some warm-up matches, so hopefully we don't tank our rating. We are 1,331. I remember that we almost got to top 500 in the last episode. We need to get to 1,383 in order to get to top 500. So let's quickly grab a match and see if we can make some more progress in today's episode. So, looking at this guy's team, he has a team that is extremely weak to Kingler after I weaken Vileplume. So, my main goal is going to be to get Vileplume out and knock that thing out. So anyway, looking at his potential leads, I see Camerupt as a potential lead because he gets rocks up, but I don't really mind because I have a Crustle, and I'm just going to stack my own hazards. But I'm going to lead Crustle right here, and then if he leads Camerupt, I'm going to go straight away for the Rock Blast, predicting his Xatu, because Xatu won't really like to switch in on a few repeated Rock Blasts, and it's not worth it for me to try to set up rocks and risk that he might... Okay, so he stays in, which is a little questionable, to be honest, but the Hex Gods give me four little things, four hits with Rock Blast is what I was trying to say. I'm going to go for a knockoff right here, kind of predicting him to switch out, as now he goes into Xatu, and that knockoff hurts it a lot. It's going to get rid of its Expert Belt, which lets me know what type of Xatu it is, and I'm just going to knock him out with the Rock Blast. Actually, I'm going to go for the knockoff, because knockoff is technically the safer play, as he goes for the hidden power. It is a neutral hidden power, and I'm going to knock him out with the knockoff. So, looking at the remainder of his team, the only thing that really threatens me right now and stops me from getting rocks up, which would actually be a pain in the butt, is going to be his Feraligatr. And I don't really have a hard stop to his Feraligatr, but he decides to go into Life Hard, which is fine. I don't really care. I'm just going to get my rocks up as he goes for the knockoff and knocks me out. Which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I can deal with that. So right here, I'm going to go into Kingler, and I'm going to go straight away for the knockoff, because I doubt he's going to want to stay in here. Actually, okay, I'm actually going to scout his switch in first. I'm going to go for the Crab Hammer, because Crab Hammer will actually decimate anything else that he has on his team. Even though it's going to be a resisted hit on Gator, it's still going to do a lot of damage. So he directly goes out into Vileplume, I miss my Crab Hammer. But this is fine, because what this lets me do is it's going to allow me to go for knockoff the next time he switches in. And the reason I want to go for knockoff the next time he switches in is because, okay, he goes out to Camerupt right here. The reason I want him to go, or the reason I want to go for knockoff the next time he switches in, is because I can do a lot of damage to this Vileplume, which is going to allow me to get more damage off on it with Haunter and basically wear it down through offensive pressure. So we will see if he tries to get up his rocks right here. I'm assuming he will, because he wants to wear down my stuff. Yeah, he tries to go for rocks right there, which is amazing. I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball, because Shadow Ball is going to do some nice damage to Camerupt, as he will almost knock me out with Lava Plume. Gets the burn, of course. But I think I feel comfortable going for another Shadow Ball right here, as he will probably just sack his Camerupt, as it makes his team really weak to Kingler. So anyway, he still has this thing chilling, which I do not like. Feraligatr will probably come in an Aqua Jet right here. If he comes in and tries to Swords Dance, I'm just going to Will-O-Wisp, because I really don't have any reason not to Will-O-Wisp. And kind of looking at the rest of the battle, I really have to weaken this Vileplume. This Vileplume is going to be a pain in the butt, but after I do that, I win with either SD Sceptile or Scarf Kingler. So he goes in Gator. I'm just going to Willow, hoping he Swords Dances. Okay, he's Lum. We are in some trouble, as he is Dragon Dance, which is cool. I would rather him be Dragon Dance, if we're being honest. Because his Waterfall is going to do a lot, but it's not going to do like crazy amounts, especially to... Actually, he will outspeed Sceptile. Never mind, this is bad. He more than likely has Ice Punch, but I'm going to go into Kingler, because Kingler's Scarfed, and Kingler can go straight away for the Superpower. And it should do some good damage to... Wow, that did nothing. but he goes for Waterfall and only does 49%, so that reassures me a little bit. I'm going to go into Mesprit, because it looks like he doesn't have Earthquake. He's going to go for a Waterfall versus Mesprit and do a lot. I'm just going to Healing Wish in the event that he Dragon Dances, but that's fine. So, because now I can go into Sceptile. If he has Ice Punch, I lose. Actually, I've played this really poorly, haven't I? I'm going to go into Kingler, because Kingler is still very helpful to me this match, because I can go for a Rock Slide. I do get the Sheer Force boost. It isn't going to be stabbed, but Sheer Force and hopefully a Flinch will help me out right here. Please, flinch. Dang it. Okay, I needed a flinch right there really bad. But, you know, we can... It's going to be rough winning this game, but I think we can still do it. I'm going to go for a knockoff straight away, because I think he's going to... Okay, he jets, and which is why I did not want to go for the Sucker Punch right there, because I would have lost. But he goes in a Vileplume, which is fine. I'm going to go for a knockoff, because I... Oh, wow, that Vileplume ate that up. And he goes for the HP Hidden Power Fighting. So that's going to be a good game. It's a little unfortunate that we dropped this match, but, you know, hopefully he doesn't have Sludge. Oh, yeah, he has Sludge Bomb. Alright, don't poison me. Okay, never mind. We had Life Orb anyway, so it was going to be a good game regardless. We go down to 13-11, which isn't great. Hopefully we can improve that. But anyway, looking at this guy's team, he has a scary team. He has probably lead... Well, he has two things on his team that get rocks. This is just annoying. This is like 2 Little Cup Ubers, 2 setup threats, and 2 stealth rockers right here. So we will see what we can possibly do against his team. Kind of looking at what I need to do to win. I need to weaken Cradilly first and foremost, because Cradilly actually stops a lot of things on my team. And after I weaken Cradilly, I need to weaken Sneasel, because Sneasel does a lot of work as well. And I can weaken Sneasel pretty easily, because if I stack enough hazards, which I suspect I can against this team, then he can't really do a whole lot to stop me from wearing down pretty much everything on his team. So I think my primary win condition in this match is going to be my, let's see, is it Sceptile? And I think my primary win condition in this match is going to be SD Pawniard, because Pawniard actually has a better matchup against his team than most things. I know his Weavile, or his Sneasel, likely has low kick, which can be somewhat troublesome, because it forces me to wear his Sneasel down by luring it with this thing and going for Crab Hammer or Superpower. But looks like this guy's just taking his sweet time, which I guess is okay. Like, I understand kind of thinking through your lead. Hopefully he's not having like timer issues or computer issues. So, because that'd be pretty bad. I also heard a rumor. This was just a rumor, and it doesn't have to do with NU, but it has to do with you. Okay, he is connected. So I'm assuming he's just having internet issues, but anyway, so I heard a rumor that Mandibuzz may be getting the drop from OU to UU, in which case I am about to go back to UU and ladder up, maybe, and then finally finish a road or push to rank 500 in the UU tier, because I can ladder up with Stall and then plug in a game with Hyper Offense, because that'll actually be pretty fun. Haven't played that tier in forever, but because then you can form cores with like Blissey, Suicune, Mandibuzz, Bronzong, and or Chestnut, and pretty much wall like 90% of the things in the tier. So I'm actually really looking forward to that if that drops, and the drops will happen actually pretty soon. I will have to double check the forums to see if the drops have happened already, and we're coming in at about 9 minutes right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to grab another match, because you guys have been showing tremendous support for all the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel, and I really appreciate that. I want to reward you guys with another battle, so we're gonna go and do that. Even though it is getting kind of late, and I do need to get to bed in about, okay, this is obnoxious, in about an hour and 20 minutes, but anyway. This guy has a pretty interesting team that loses pretty bad versus Kingler once I remove Tangela, and Tangela is actually pretty easy to remove because I can pressure it with Honor, But I'm going to lead Crustle right here, as he leads Square. So Square, hello, Mr. Square. I'm going to go for my Rock straight away, because they're really going to hurt Magmar. So he just goes for the Volt Switch. He's going to get red carded out. Okay, that is the most obnoxious, like, switch ever. I don't think he has any reason to go for the knockoff right here, because I don't have an item anymore, and he would rather spin. So I'm going to go out and Haunter and try to spin block him, and then go for the Willow from there, and try to shut him down a little bit. He ends up going for rocks of his own. I'm going to go for the Willow. As long as I hit Willow, I should be fine, because then I know I can live a knockoff, and I don't think he can knock me out with the next one. But here comes the knockoff. Actually, he will be able to knock me out with the next one. But I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball either way, because I just want to stop him from spinning, frankly. Shadow Ball does enough to where I can pressure him out with my next attack, whatever I choose it to be. I need to adjust my Sceptile set really bad, because it doesn't have great coverage right now, but, you know, it's whatever. I'm going to go into Mesprit, because Mesprit should outspeed this thing no matter what, and I can keep these rocks up on the field for the remainder of the match, which is the goal. I'm almost considering healing wishing my Crustle if he is able to spin away these, or if he was faster than me for some reason and spun away the hazards. Because, like, I've had an issue lately where, like, Showdown deletes my EV spreads, and, like, this isn't me being dumb, this is, like, Showdown actually deleting my EV spreads, because I will, like, go back and make, like, it'll happen once, and I'll be like, oh, maybe I just forgot, and then I'll put it back in again, and then I'll find another battle, and I will still not have, like, the proper EVs, so that's kind of an issue. But he goes into Electrode again. He's likely just going to Volt Switch. I think I'm going to Psyshock right here. Yeah, here comes the Volt Switch. He's likely Specs, because Electrode hits 416, and there's no reason for him not to run more special, or he basically wants it to hit harder, not necessarily faster. I'm going to Healing Wish right here, as he ends up going for the Flamethrower, which is fine, because I get to come back out here with Crustle and stack another layer of spikes, because I don't think Magmar can knock me out. And his Magmar also can't switch in again, so it's trapped, which is amazing. He goes for a Focus Blast, but I'm going to get up another layer of spikes, and I'm just going to go for a Rock Blast, because if he goes for Focus Blast and misses again, then, you know, that's amazing for me, but he ends up just making the smart play and staying in and knocking me out right there. So I'm going to go into my Kingler right here, and I'm going to go for the knockoff, kind of expecting his Tangela to come in, and the reason I'm going to go for a knockoff is because it completely prevents him from walling me, or walling a majority of my other Pokemon with Tangela, because Tangela will lose its Eviolite when it switches in. If his Raticate is Guts, it loses its Flame Orb, which is cool. And his Electrode will lose its Scarf, but I'm not going to keep Kingler in. I'm not stupid. Okay, so he goes out into this. I think I'm going to go out in a Pawniard right here, just because I think Pawniard can take any hit relatively well. He's probably going to T-Bolt and or Volt Switch. There's the Volt Switch. That does about 53%, which does a lot. But now I get to either Sucker Punch or Knock Off, whatever comes in, because Muck won't be able to knock me out with the Sneak, and I'm fine with getting a Knock Off off. So I'm going to do about 42% with that knockoff, which is not amazing, but he's going to be able to take me out with a Fire Punch, which, you know, it's okay. Like, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to go into Sceptile right here, because I think I can take him out with an Earthquake. Because, like, it is super effective. I do run max attack. He ends up he Shadow Sneaks and gets the Poison, which is kind of obnoxious, but, you know, like, it's fine. He's more than likely just going to go into his Electrode right here and maybe take me out. I'm not sure. He goes into Raticate, though. I'm just going to go for the Leaf Blade right here, because I don't think he can... Okay, he goes for the Protect to stall me out a little bit, because I will outspeed him no matter what. So, yeah, I'm just going to take him out. I guess that was just his sack, which is a pretty good play, but he wins the game right here, because I'm an idiot. And actually, If I can outspeed his Electrode, then I have a chance, I guess. It's a very small one, but I have a chance. And before Protect on this thing, too. I basically have to hope that he can't knock me out with the Giga Drain, and I kind of needed a crit right there. He ends up going for the Sludge Bomb. So I think that is going to be the match, because I can't break this thing. Kingler, as I said, wow, that did nothing. And he's just going to be able to knock me out the Giga Drain. So that is going to be today's episode of Push to Rank 500. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure to leave a like, as it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, out of the 3, like, main Pokemon, or, okay, out of, which one of these is your favorite? Magmortar or Electivire? Personally, for me, it'd probably have to be Electivire. I've just never really been a fan of Magmortar, but you know, that's just me. Anyway, and with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content. And with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.